My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after the first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors.
Hey Jordan, saw your win online. Congrats, buddy.
So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced. It hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give them a quick brush, and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
why I'm smiling.
You don't know why you're smiling. We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins, and then I'll have you walk him forward. It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit, and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well, that they can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels, and you can weave through them, and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we can grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property, that we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing. Talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people. Obstacles.
I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.
Welcome back to another Friday night. We are here at Limaland, another short track, but we're excited to be here. Always excited to be back on Friday Night Lights. Get our volumes situated here. We are in week 8, so the weeks are flying by. We got 5 weeks, including tonight, to settle the points championships. We're going to go to a drivers meeting here in about 2 minutes, so you can ride along with us to the drivers meeting. As always, we do stream and broadcast at the same time, so anything the drivers hear, you will hear. Drivers can't hear the broadcast, but once we get on race control mic, they can hear us, and you'll hear that throughout the drivers meeting. Looks like we got a good field. We got about 20 cars or so in the field, so looking for a great night here at Lima Land. Can't wait to get underway. We will call the drivers off the track here momentarily. All drivers, clear the track, please. All drivers, clear the track. All right, drivers, welcome to Friday Night Lights. We are in week 8, so the weeks are winding down. We got 5 weeks if you include tonight. The points race is shaping up to be pretty interesting. Again, we do post points on Coast to Coast Racing League's webpage. You can go to c2crl.com and check that out. We do have quite a few penalties from last week. So we'll just start off with the names. Michael Done got a heat EOL. We got a 1-week suspension. The 051 of Jeff Kemper has been suspended from all divisions for the rest of the season. 07 Josh Loon heat EOL. My apologies. Isaac Delvoria, Heat EOL. Michael Vital, Heat EOL. Michael Done, you got a feature EOL, sir, so scratch that Heat EOL. Kurt Schatzer, Heat EOL. Isaac Salas, Heat EOL. Jordan LaFawn, Heat EOL. Chris Cox, Heat EOL. So if you received a Heat EOL, please do not qualify. We did post, we're going to start putting driver penalties in the Discord page to get them off of Facebook. So you will be able to find that information there. We also posted an excerpt out of Coast to Coast Racing League's rule book, which we follow pretty loosely. However, it does talk about contact. If you make intentional contact, don't care where, when, why, or how, you are looking at the penalties that are listed on Facebook. The minimum is a 1-week suspension for the division. There's a difference between contact and wrecking. You'll see that on the what I posted on Discord. So that's bad news. We are back for week 8. Can't wait to get underway. Again, keep in mind we do mute mics right before qualifying. So any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know between now and got about probably 10 seconds after the drivers meeting. So any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. Yeah, that's kind of a judgment call. We have a panel. If it is intentional contact, we have one individual that reviews each race, so 3 different people. If it's contact, you can usually tell if they hit the gas right before contact. It is a judgment call, but you can also not protest. You can if you don't agree with the rating, please let us know, and we will re-look at it. Usually, it's pretty dang obvious. We also will not be reviewing any heat incidents any longer. If you do have somebody that does you wrong in a heat race, please fill out a protest form. That is the only way we will review heat incidents. We're going to do all features. Again, if you need a a link to the protest forum, please let us know. It was posted a little while back on Discord, but we will not review heats any longer unless you protest. So please keep that in mind. Can you say that again? So I'm hoping that Kurt Schatzer is watching. I don't have time to do it right at this second. Kurt, if you can hear, can you please invite Mason Salas to the league? Any other questions? All right, drivers, welcome to week 8. Looking forward to a great show. As always, race hard, race clean. Good luck. So that is our drivers meeting for tonight. We had a lot to talk about, but we got through it. I'm looking forward to a great night of racing here at Lima Land tonight. As always, at Got Your Six Racing Network, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is totally unacceptable. So we're trying to do our small part to raise awareness. We do have some promos that play throughout the night. If you have the means to donate, that would be greatly appreciated. If you don't and you know a veteran out there, maybe you haven't heard from them in a while, but reach out, check on them, see how they're doing. You never know where they're at in their heads. So that conversation could save a life. So greatly appreciated. Understand if you don't want to donate financially, you can reach out and let a veteran know that you're thinking about them. So we are getting ready to qualify. As I was jabbering away, Anthony Marjulio with a 13-1-15, top of the board currently. Anthony currently second in the points standing. Jesse Ingram not far behind him with a 13-1-53. Adam 213 of Vital. Brian Lawson, Magnum Race Designs in the 9 car out on track. Good enough for 6 quick. The man known as Dose in the number 2 machine out on track. It's like he's scraped the wall there already. See how Dose does. He actually films real racing events, so pretty cool. Interesting cat to talk to for sure. Dose up to 12th quick in the 2 car. Kevin Davis just wrapping up 14th quick. Dell Glessner, welcome to the show, Dell. Need to get your number squared away. Dell good enough for 7th quick. It looks like qualifying's going by in a big hurry. Ricky Eschbaugh in the Summit Road Auto 50 machine. Welcome to the show, Ricky. I don't think I've called your name before. Driver out of Pennsylvania. Good looking 50 machine. Good enough for 14th quick. Brand new to the show, the 52 of Scott Holmes. Matter of fact, I just sent him an invite probably about 30 minutes or so. Welcome, Scott, out of New Jersey in the 50 car. Good enough for 13th quick. Field is filling up pretty nice. Looks like we are going to have a full feature race tonight. Brendan Weeks at the top of the board with a 13-0-28. It looks like that's all. Brendan Weeks with your quick time, which puts him on the pole for heat number 1. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Weeks and Ingram on the front row. Glessner and T in row number 2. Holmes and Davis in 3. Fleer and Isaac Salas round out your field of 8 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, going to ask you to be 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. We're going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading straight to the feature. Everyone else going to a B main. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean. Welcome to Friday Night Lights. Put on a heck of a show. Good luck. Brendan Weeks with your quick time in the 12 car. Ace Motorsports driver. Got newcomer, or probably not newcomer, Jesse Ingram on his outside in the 7 machine. Ryan Lefebvre currently leading in the points, followed by Marjulio, Caden Berry, LaFawn, and Greg Boydell are your top 5. So we are getting down there, in points for sure. Green flag is out. Ingram down low, 7 car up high. Ingram, will he get a run off that top side? Weeks to the lead. Got the 10 car of Jesse Ingram, or Dale Glessner, my apologies, in the 10 car. Trying to get underneath that 12 car. Looks like the bottom line is the place to be. Benjamin T. Lee in the 151 is currently in the 4th and final transfer position as they try to sort it out. Kevin Davis in the 21 machine, and newcomer Scott Holmes back in the 52 machine, trying to get that 4th and final transfer position away. Up front, Brendan Weeks leading flag to flag. Dale Glessner in 2nd, Ingram in 3rd. Looks like Lee's trying to look underneath the 7 car. He's got the 1 of Kevin Davis hot on his tail. They almost make contact. Great driving by both drivers. Kevin Davis in the 21 machine and Holmes in the 52. We are working lap 6 of 8. Looks like Dale Glessner is getting a little antsy at the front. He wants the lead. 12 car of Weeks moves up a little higher. Everyone else hugging that bottom line. Coming to 1 to go. Can Kevin Davis make anything happen? We're currently running in 5th position in the 1 machine. One last chance. No, sir. Weeks, Glessner, Ingram, Lee heading to your feature. Great heat race, fellas. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Butch Baker, Greg Boydell on the front row. Anthony Morano, Clay Christopherson in row 2. Donald Ingram, Malachi Smith in 3. Jordan LaFawn and Chris Cox round out your field of 8 drivers. Welcome to Heat 2, drivers. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the show. Everyone else going to the B main. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Venom Racing's Butch Baker on the front row. Got Icon Sim Sports Greg Boydell to his outside. Greg Boydell currently 5th in the points. Butch Baker is 6th. So those two up front got to have something to race for sure. Pace truck should exit this time by. What a way to kick off the night. First heat was amazing. Good job by those drivers. 97 car Butch Baker going to bring us to the green flag. We are underway. 97 car running a middle lane. 32 trying to dive down. Actually goes over the tires. The 014 of Boydell in the tire tracks of the 97. We have contact in the back of the field. The 11 car of LaFawn is currently in the fourth and final. We're 3 wide. 5:15. The 15 and the 11. 3 wide. Chris Cox in the 5:15. Donald Ingram in the 15. Looks like the 11 prevails. Put Jordan LaFawn in the fourth and final transfer position. 5:15 of Chris Cox hasn't given up. He's throwing 5:15 in there. Des Moines, Iowa driver. Up front, Butch Baker leading the way. Greg Boydell in second. We have a battle for third. 11 car of LaFawn on the high side, trying to get by the 32 of Morano. That might put Morano back in the grasp of the 5:15. Working lap 6 of 8. Chris Cox has 2 laps to get by the 32 car here. Great run by the 5:15 and the 5:50 and the 15, putting on a heck of a show. Those two drivers have run side by side the entire race. Up front, Butch Baker, Greg Boydell, LaFawn, Morano, your top 4. Chris Cox in the 5:15. First car on the outside looking in. This is the last lap. Baker, Boydell, LaFawn, Morano transfer to the feature. Another great race these guys are putting on. Another great heat race, fellas. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Anthony Marjulio, Brian Lawson on the front row. Billy Roberts, the man known as Dose, on row 2. Eshba and Nathan Aldrich in row number 3. Chatham and Vital are in the fourth and final row. Welcome to heat number 3. Leader 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. 8 laps, top 4 heading to the show. Good luck. Anthony Marjulio currently second in the points, and I did not see Ryan Lefebvre in the field tonight. So if Ryan doesn't show up, this could shuffle the points a little bit. Got Mass Mafia driver Marjulio and Barry second and third in the points. .238 brings him to the line. Green flag is out. Marjulio in the 238. We've watched that 238 run that bottom line to perfection most of the season. He gets up in front of the 9 car, Brian Lawson in Magnum Race Designs 9 machine. Billy Roberts from Gears Unlimited running in third. Ricky Eshba putting pressure on the 99 machine. Gavin Chatham, the 24, is the first car on the outside looking in. Up front, Marjulio holding off Brian Lawson. Venom Racing driver Lawson in the 9 machine. Billy Roberts in the Gears Unlimited 99 machine. Ricky Eshba thinking about going underneath the 99. Gavin Chatham in the 24 is the first car on the outside looking in, waiting for one of these drivers to make a mistake. We are working lap 4 of 8. Another great heat race. This is, we got a car around. Eshba. Billy Roberts in the 99 machine must have got caught up with that lapped car. We will have to go back and take a look at that. Up front, 238 of Marjulio. Brian Lawson in the 9 machine. Ricky Eshba in the 50. And Gavin Chatham gets his chance to get in the top 4. Nathan Aldrich now in the 514 is the first car on the outside looking in. Last lap, 238 with the commanding lead. Brian Lawson, Magnum Race Designs, Venom Motorsports driver right in his tire tracks. Looks like 238 moves up higher. Marjulio, Lawson, Eshba, Chatham heading to your feature. Great show so far. Not sure what happened with the lap car. We will have to find that out. 3 minutes of warm up. We will not have a B main. We will go to 3 minutes of warm up. So we will be right back.
1, 2, 3. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way.
Again, the start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Brennan Weeks on the front row. Brennan Weeks had a great heat race. He's been hot all night. Anthony Marjulio, currently second in the points, is starting P3. Jordan LaFawn, I'm not sure where Jordan is. Looked like 7th. We got 25 laps to get this done. So far, these drivers have put on an amazing show. This is great to see. 11 or 12 car will bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. 12 car down low. 97 of Butch Baker up high. They make contact at the exit of turn number 2. They are able to recover. Look at the 238 down low. Your points are second in the points. Marjulio back on that bottom side. Back it down. Caution's out, fellas. Get a look at what happened. Looks like the 32 and the 515 make slight contact. Brendan Weeks will get his position back. All right, leader, this restart is on you, sir. Right about that last tire at the exit of turn 4. Anytime between there and the green flag is your go point. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. Outside pole, you're going on the leader. First 2 cautions will be double file restarts, and then we will change to single file. If you're in the back, please get caught up as quickly as possible. Stuff happens real quick at a short track. So we get a quick caution. Currently working lap 3 of 25. 514 of Nathan Aldrich down low. Not sure what Nathan's got going on. Lights are off. All right, fellas, let's double it up. Let's double it up, double it up.
We're not going green. Not going green.
Caution has been extended. See the track starting to get a little bit slick there. That should create some really good racing. Very multiple lines of racing. All right, let's double it up. Pace truck will exit this. Tighten it up, tighten it up. We'll exit this time by. These cars are hard to hold straight under slow speeds. Great start by Weeks. Gets back up on that high line in front of the 97 machine. 238 of Marjulio continues to work that bottom side. Currently second in the points. LaFawn is not with us tonight. It looks like we got a pile up. Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like we had a group of cars going into the corner. All right, fellas, let's settle in. Let's get some laps in. Got plenty of time. We got 25 laps to get this done. Good restart, leader. Everyone else, great restart. This should be our last double file, unless iRacing tells us otherwise. If you're in the back, get caught up as quickly as possible, please. 238 of Marjulio can't buy a break. 238 car had moved up. When the caution came out, however, he was trapped on the bottom, got lost a position in that exchange on that caution. Tighten it up, get caught up in the back, tighten it up. Pace truck is off, as is the 12 car of Weeks. Now the 10 car goes down low. The 238 of Marjulio trying the middle line, running just above the slick while the front 2 are up on the cushion. 238 looks like he gets by the 10 car, falls in line in front of the 014 of Greg Boydell. Somebody is over in the back. Back it down. Jordan LaFawn gets turned. LaFawn battling it out with the 7 car. They touched tires and over he went. Brendan Weeks stays on the front row. We will go to a single file restart this time by. All right, fellas, working lap 6 of 25. Let's settle in. Had great heat races. Brendan Weeks on the front row. Venom Racing, Butch Baker in P2 in the 97 machine. Mass Mafia 238 of Marjulio is in third. 10 car of Dale Glessner is in fourth. Pace Truck should exit this time by. Great restart. Both your top two cars stay up on the cushion. Looks like Greg Boydell in the 014 is the first car to try that bottom side. 014 of Greg Boydell down low. Now he moves up, gets in front of the 9 car, Brian Lawson. Up front, Brendan Weeks, Butch Baker on his tail. Anthony Marjulio running in third. Dale Glessner in fourth. Greg Boydell getting all kinds of pressure from the 9 car Brian Lawson. Magnum Race Design, supporter of Friday Night Lights. Appreciate you, Brian, in the 9 car. Sure what happened there. We did not catch the replay. Brendan Weeks still at the front of the field, having a great night. Got your qualifying quick time tonight. Get caught up if you're in the back, please. Get caught up. Butch Baker in the 97 Venom Racing machine. Weeks from Ace Motorsports putting on a great show. 238 of Anthony Marjulio is running a good race, a good solid race. Currently second in the points. Knowing that Ryan Lefebvre is not with us tonight. There is a, let's see, 58, about a 53-point difference between Marjulio and first place Ryan Lefebvre. See how safe the 238 plays. We are back underway. Brendan Weeks, great jump on the field. 97 car, Butch Baker in second. Marjulio, they are lined up. Greg Boydell in the 14. Brian Lawson in the 9. The 50 car of Ricky Eschbaugh is the first car to go down. Try that bottom side. That top might go away later on as it gets more slick. See the 50 car down low inside the 151 of Benjamin Lee. Putting on a great show. The 21 of Davis comes into the scene. Kevin Davis in the 21 machine.
The yellow flag is out.
Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like we might have jinxed the 21 machine. Oh, just gets up into the wall in front of the 5 car of Salas. Great driving, doesn't make contact with anybody else. Good driving by all the drivers on the track. Brendan Weeks still on the point. Working lap 14 of 25. Ace Motorsports at the front of the field. Butch Baker Marjulio still in second, third. Glessner, Boydell, not a lot of movement at the front of the field. Looks like everyone's trying to settle in, get some laps behind us. Pace Truck should exit this time by leaving the field to Brendan Weeks. Weeks with a good jump on the 97 machine. All your top drivers stay up high, back to around 10th place. I'm not sure who that was back there on the bottom side. Looks like the 51 of Craig Christopherson's going to give that bottom a go. Falls in line behind the 213 of Vital. Go on board with Venom Racing's Butch Baker in the 97 machine. See that track getting super slick up high. Looks like lap traffic in front of us. Working lap 16 of 25. Go on board with your leader. 97 car hot on his tail out of the bumper cam. Looks like Butch Baker decided to peak down low. Caution is back out. Back it down, fellas. Back it down. Back to 151. I'm not sure what happened there. We will take a closer look. Tries to check up for the 7. Collects the 50 car. Summit Racing driver in the 50 machine. Brennan Weeks still at the top of the board. A banged up 97 car. Venom Racing Butch Baker currently in second. Car seems to be driving just fine. We are working lap 19 of 25, so we are getting down there in laps. Pace truck should exit this time by. 238 running a comfortable race in third, not pushing the issue too hard. Running that high side. We usually see the 238 down low, comfortable up high tonight. Looks like the 10 of Glessner gets a good jump off the start. Gets underneath the 238. 238 with a crossover. Marjulio now buries it on that bottom line. Caution is back out. Back it down. 213, the Air Force car. Good looking wrap by Michael Vital. Air Force veteran. Michael, thank you for your service, sir. Working lap 21 of 25. All right, fellas, let's end it on this run. Working lap 20 of 25. Got a little ways to go. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. 223 or 238 of Marjulio is knocked out of a podium spot currently. Running back in the 4th position. Dale Glessner with a great restart. Will be reviewed. Not sure if he passed before the start finish line or not. Weeks, Baker, Glessner, Marjulio, Lawson, Ingram, Christofferson, Billy Roberts. Not sure what happened there. All kinds of contact. Marjulio sliding that 238 down low, late laps. He's not going to settle for P4 once on the podium. Looking at a good points night. Brennan Weeks up front with the 97 on his rear bumper. Dale Glessner, currently P3 Pennsylvania driver. Working lap 22 of 25. Marjulio falls back off the pace a little bit. The 9 car Brian Lawson currently running in 5th. Clay Christofferson up 13 positions from the start, up to 7th. Billy Roberts matches that. The 99 car. Gears Unlimited driver is up 13 from the start. 12 car now pulling away from the 97 a little bit. Dale Glessner might get a little impatient here. Looks like we do have lap traffic with 1 to go. Baker dives down low. Can't make it stick. Will he be able to hold on to second? Yes, he will. top 3 start finish line, top 3 start finish line, then to Discord for an interview, please. Great heat race battle. Don't forget, coming up next, we got limited late models right here at Lima Land, followed by the 305 sprint cars. Started off the night with a great show with the 358s. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up to Discord in the waiting room for your interviews. Great race. See if we can get a word with your top 3. Not sure how many of them have done an interview with us before. See Butch Baker in the booth. Guess while we're waiting, we'll get a word with second place winner, or second place finisher, the 97 car of Butch Baker, Venom Racing driver. Butch, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing well. Not as good as you. Drove the 97 to the pole. You and Weeks kind of battled it out up front, man. Not much movement, but if I can start second and finish second, I'm happy on any night. How did the track change? And do you think you ever had an opportunity to get by him?
Oh, I was happy to get a second. I haven't been on the podium in quite a while, and yeah, I really feel like the beginning to the middle part of the race, I really had a chance. If we wouldn't have had so many cautions, I knew I was faster than him coming out of 4, and I was trying to set him up for a slide job, and every time I would get ready to, caution come out. I'm like, man. And then like the last 2 runs I had, I wasn't quite as fast as I was earlier in the race. And I just couldn't get close enough to him to put the slider on him. And I was like, well, we're just going to settle in and get on the podium tonight. So, and I was happy to do it.
Yeah, man, it looks like the side of the 97 car's banged up. I didn't see that contact. When did that happen?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't see it either. Maybe I scraped the wall a little bit.
You were up on that high side for sure, man. Great run for you, my friend. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Got to thank my boys at Venom Racing. You know, we're always together and helping each other, and you know, they were encouraging me, and that was a big help. And then I got to thank SD Audio, Magnum Race Design for a hell of a wrap. Love what Brian Lawson does over there with his paints. If you guys need a wrap, look him up on Facebook at Magnum Race Design. And got to thank GY6. You guys do an awesome job, Joe. Thank you for broadcasting, and thanks for this league. And I love running in it, man. Yeah, man,
it's you kind of mentioned people real close to us, right? The support Venom Racing has given the league has been, I mean, from the beginning. You guys kind of walked me through as previous league folks that ran a league, and Brian came on board with Magnum Race Designs and did our logos for us. So I love the family atmosphere that we're building here, and matter of fact, you had some Spartan guys cheering on. It's just a great atmosphere, man. And that's not anything due to me. That's due to you guys, the drivers. I check in on the Venom Racing Discord page every once in a while, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. So you guys are absolutely amazing and a very important part of the league, brother. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
Well, thank you, Joe. You know, we appreciate you and everything that you're doing and getting it rolling with the veterans and all that you support with them. And it's great to be a part of this league. And we appreciate you too, buddy.
Right on. You going to race the rest of the night?
I'm going to race limiteds, but I'm going to bow out on sprints because I suck.
All right, man. We'll see you in the next race.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, brother.
There you have it, the 97 car of Butch Baker. Looks like the other 2 drivers did not make it into the field or into the booth here to be interviewed. So we'll have to get that process down. We haven't talked about it much in Discord on how to do that. So Great win by Brennan Weeks, comes quick time qualifying and wins the feature in the 12 car. And Dale Glessner in the 10 car finishes up in on the podium. So great run. All in all, we had a few cautions, but great race to start off the night. We will take a quick break, so we will be right back.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back, and every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports, the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose, and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars are going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
I'm Chris Jakimick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deploy to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important, but I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text actually from my stepmom. I was like, you need to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates. And she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day. 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought, we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not gonna be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. He had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I've not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired, a little over a year ago, I set forth, I was like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. Is like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. Physically, I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission and is relentless about it. Every day he pushes it from the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life. It was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called to me, and then I kept going. So that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah. He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program and it transformed into lo and behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service. But at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home that's what it's about.
Oh my gosh, everybody! I am so excited. My heart's pumping, my hands are sweaty. Please welcome our very own director of the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program, Colonel Rich Obert. Over to you, sir.
Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia.
All right, thank you, sir.
Starting us out from Air Education and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Cariña.
Yes, yes, yes. Air Combat Command, out of Texas, Master Sergeant Nicole Nikki Favuza.
From Valdosta, Georgia, Technical Sergeant Retired Antonio Del Vecchio.
From East Liberty, Ohio, Airman Retired Pete Murphy.
Technical Sergeant Retired Margie Hinkle.
And coming up next, former pole vaulter, that is very similar to Blaze Velarde, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, Master Sergeant Retired Chris Jackmack.
Warrior Games competitor, back on the team, Staff Sergeant Retired Joseph Alex Pate.
What? He did
All right.
big things back in the day. He's gonna do big things. Coming to you from St. Hedwig,
Wow.
Missouri.
We look at Mission 22 and we see all the shirts, we see all the flags out there. I don't think enough of the people understand how big the programs actually are and how that is actually in there. And like, I'm a benefactor from the donations of these private donors that are there to allow me to live life, to improve life for not only myself, but for friends, for fellow veterans, for my children, for my girlfriend, for my family, is to be that, to say, you know what? We can keep going at the end of the day. We can keep going, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how difficult life becomes, we can keep going.
We have this this value in the Air Force, this belief, a wingman concept. We're gonna take care of each other. We've got each other, and it gives us hope, right? And so if you have been knocked down, I say this a lot, by the baseball bat of life, right? You're on the ground. If you know that someone's got you, it's got your six, no matter what, that's gonna help you get back up again. And that's part of Mission 22, I think, for him. That connection, that human connection, that's what's gonna save us. Yeah, that's what saved him. He can be a light in darkness. No matter how dark that spiral is, to know that someone got back up again and navigated their way out, that they can get through it too, that they are not alone. Not for one moment of one day. That's what he could be. He could be a beacon of light.
Cool Ray has always been a leader in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Cool Ray lifetime parts and labor warranty at coolray.com. Cool Ray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Cool Ray.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We are back at Lima Land with the limited late models taken to the track. The 358 modified started us out with a pretty good night, good race in the early race. Don't forget, coming up after this, we will have the 305 sprint cars. Once again, take a look at our points here. Chris Cox with a slight lead over Marjulio. Caden Berry in third position. Nathan Aldrich and Jeff Kemper round out your top 5 in limited late model points. Looks like the field is filling in nicely. We will break for a driver's meeting here before you know it. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to Got Your 6 Racing Network, welcome to the show. Greatly appreciate you tuning in. Send us any feedback that you have, good, bad, or indifferent. All feedback is very useful. And if you're coming back, welcome back. It's good to have you. Thanks for returning. Cars are currently out on the track doing a little bit of practice. We will take a break here very shortly, probably in about 5 minutes for a driver's meeting. You will once again ride along with us. Make sure our radio's on the right channel. All right, drivers, welcome to Friday Night Lights. About 5 minutes, we will be going to a driver's meeting. So, got about 5 minutes left. Caden Berry in the 12 car, as previously mentioned, currently running third in the points. Got newcomer Mason Salas in the 42 machine behind him there. Mason joined the league probably about 10 minutes ago that we got him in the league. 12 car of Caden Berry currently running third in the points. Mass Mafia drivers back with us. Michael Vital in the 213, New York driver. It's always good to see Michael out. Then we got Venom Racing's Malachi Smith in the 13 machine. Getting around Lima Land in the limited late models. Again, Friday Night Lights races every Friday night beginning at 6:45 Eastern Time. 358 modifieds kick off the night, followed by these limited late models. And we wrap up the night with 305 sprint cars. We are not an official member of Coast to Coast Racing League, but they do support us. You can find our schedule and our points on their website. If you're in the market for a great run league, please check out Coast to Coast Racing League. The Icon Dirt Team and myself ran in some other leagues and wasn't crazy about it, and we found Coast to Coast Racing League and have found a home. It's a very well run league. You can check them out at c2crl.com. Again, that's c2crl.com. Look at some of the sites here in Lima Land in Ohio. This is week 8. We will have 2 drop weeks, so we got about 5 weeks left to go until the end of the season. The points battle is shaping up nicely. Get all drivers, clear the track. All drivers, clear the track, please. '42 car, clear the track, please. The track is closed. Clear the track. All right, drivers, welcome to Friday Night Lights. We do have a few penalties. The following individuals, if you hear your name, please do not qualify. Chisholm Burns, Jeff Kemp, Greg Boydell, Butch Baker, Jordan LaFawn, and Kurt Schatzer. If you heard your name, please do not qualify. And if you don't serve your penalty today, if they're not here, those will carry over. Again, as we talked about in the first race, we will post the penalties in our Discord from now on. We will not review heat races. If you feel like somebody got into you or made contact with you in a heat race, please fill out a protest form. We will post that form on Discord. Once again, it was there last week. But no heat race reviews unless you fill out a protest, and we will look at those. We do not clear black flags. If you get a black flag, it is what it is at that point. Looks like we got a good field of drivers. I welcome everybody to Friday Night Lights. We do mute microphones right before qualifying. So any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me have them within the next few seconds. All right, drivers, no questions or comments heard. We will advance to qualifying. Again, welcome to Friday Night Lights 358s. Put on a great show, so hopefully we follow that. And I wish you all the best of luck. And it's time to go qualify. Welcome back. We are getting ready to get into some qualifying. People do ask why we mute microphones. This is a family-friendly broadcast, so we don't want any foul language going out over the air. The only way to do that is if we mute microphones, because we do broadcast and admin at the same time, so all that would go out over the air. 213 car, Michael Vital out of New York, Air Force veteran out on the track. Let's see how Michael does. Let me turn my grid back on. Nathan Aldrich in the 514 with a 13.127 at the top of the board. Donald Ingram knocks him off. 12.640 at the top of the board. Caden Berry with us with a 12.830, currently in third position. Preston Cramner, Crete Sim Racing driver, coming for his first lap in the 07 machine. Preston good for 13th quick so far on his first lap. Del Glessner in the 7 machine, currently running 7th quick with a time of 12.851. Andy Patton, Air Force veteran with us. Andy, thank you for your service, sir. We're currently 12th quick with a 12.962. 12.962. Isaac Salas was fastest in practice, currently out on the track in the Venom Racing 5 machine. Isaac good enough for 4th quick on his first lap. See if he can improve. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 up to 5th quick. Salas will stick with 6 quick so far. 238 of Anthony Marjulio, Mass Mafia driver on the track. Currently 14th quick. Donald Ingram still at the top of the board with a 12.640. 12.640. Hunter Jarrell is with us. See how Hunter does. Tenth quick for Jarrell with a 12.820. Will he improve on his second lap as we wrap up qualifying? No, sir. 12.917. He will improve, but not enough to move up. Looks like that will wrap up qualifying. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Ingram, Chatham on the front row. Davis, Jarrell in row 2. Glessner, Patton in 3. Aldrich, Willingham in the 4th and final row. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, I'm going to need you to stay 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. We're going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the feature. Everyone else probably going to a B main. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Still waiting for the 80 car of Hunter Jarrell to take to the grid. We will get heat number 1 underway here in the limited late models at Limaland. There's the 00 machine. The 14 car of Donald Ingram is going to bring us to the green flag here. Got Gavin Chatham to his outside in the 24 machine. All right, fellas, tighten it up. Start is on green. Good luck. Pace truck should exit this time by. Pace truck is off. Chatham looking for the green flag. Or Ingram, my apologies. Green flag is out. Chatham in the 24 car with a great run on that top side. Looks like we are 3 wide for 3rd position. Kevin Davis in the 21 machine shuffles out. Don't know who to follow. Hunter Jarrell in the 80 car, or 00 on your screen, is in the 4th and final transfer position. Dale Glessner is on the first car on the outside looking in. Up front, Donald Ingram in the 14 machine. Driver out of Georgia getting it done so far. Gavin Chatham on his tail. Kevin Davis in the 21 machine running a good race. Jarrell, that battle's heating up. Glessner in the 23 or 17 on your screen. That battle's heating up. Dale Glessner wants that 4th and final position. If he can get by the 00 of Jarrell, we are working lap 6 of 8. He is running out of laps to get that done. Up front, Donald Ingram running away from the field a little bit there. There are your top 5. 17 and 00 battling for that 4th and final transfer position. Can Dale Glessner get it done? White flag is out. Glessner able to close in on that rear. Gets underneath. Can't get it done. Ingram, Chatham, Davis, Jarrell transferring to your feature. Great heat race, fellas. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Vols LaFon on the front row. Cramner Berry in row number 2. Kemper Smith in 3. The man known as Dose and Burns round out your row number 4. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. Leader, and then need you to stay 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Once we get the 1 to go, the restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Race truck is off. Jaden Berry in the 12 car on the outside. 22 down low. 22 trying to get up to that outside. Can't get it done. It's Berry on the top side with a great run off of turn 2. 22 and the 12 side by side. Malachi Smith currently in the 4th and final transfer position. Berry in the 12 car. Looks like the 22 might get a little advantage. He will move up in front of the 12 car. Caden Berry back to P2. Not giving up. The youngster trying a slide job underneath. He will get it done. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 machine. Currently in the 4th and final transfer position with Preston Cramner in the 07. The first car on the outside looking in. 12 car Berry at the point. Brandon Vols currently running P2. Malachi Smith in the 13 Venom machine. Jordan LaFawn in Nightmare Motorsports. Driver in the 11, currently in the 4th and final transfer position. We are working lap 6 of 8. Caden Berry getting a good run off the corner, staying even. Brandon Vols, will he have anything for the youngster out of Mass Mafia stable? One lap to go. Malachi Smith, Jordan LaFawn are... Malachi Smith gets into the wall. That opens the door for the 07 of Preston Cramner. Up front, Caden Berry takes the heat win, followed by Vols, LaFawn, and Cramner. Oh my goodness. Venom Racing's Malachi Smith gets up into the wall on the last lap. Things can change in a big hurry. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Chris Cox, Isaac Salas on the front row. Ingram Baker in row 2. Anthony Marjulio, Michael Vital in row number 3. Mason Salas, Greg Boydell are your 8 drivers taking the grid. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Going to be running 8 laps, top 4 heading to the show. Everyone else going, we probably won't have a B main tonight, but everyone is going to the feature. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Points leader Chris Cox on the front row with Isaac Salas, Venom Racing driver to his outside. Salas is always a tough customer. Anthony Marjulio not sure what happened there. Green flag is out. Salas with a good start on the top side. Chris Cox down low. Looks like the 515. They are side by side on the entrance of turn 3. Salas with the advantage in the 5 car, put the Venom Racing 5 machine up to P2. Anthony Marjulio currently in the 4th and final transfer position. Now that belongs to Vital in the 213 machine. Points leader running P2. Anthony Marjulio trying to get in the show, running underneath the 213. Everyone else looks like they're running that high line. Chris Cox P2, Jesse Ingram in the 7. The 213 of Vital bringing Greg Boydell in the 014 with him. It's like Anthony Marjulio currently trapped down low, coming into the night, 2nd in the points. They do make a little bit of contact. Working lap 5 of 8. Can the 238 get it done? Mass Mafia trying to get a good run off that bottom side. Isaac Salas at the point. Chris Cox starting to put on some pressure on the 5 machine. Jesse Ingram, 7 car, running behind these two. 238 makes the pass, put the 238 in the 4th and final transfer position. This is the last lap. Cox all over the rear bumper of the 5 car. Coming to the line, Salas, Cox, Ingram, Marjulio moving on. Time for warm-up, and we will get into feature racing. We will be right back. Welcome back. We are just wrapping up warm-ups. Looks like we will be taking the grid for your 25-lap feature coming up here very shortly. Again, thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Feature to the grid, please. Feature to the grid. Ingram Berry on the front row. Salas Chatham in row 2. Voiles Cox in 3. Davis LaFawn in 4. Ingram, excuse me, Jarrell in 5. Cramner Marjulio in 6. Glessner Kempner in 7. Vital Patton in 8. Dose Baker in 9. Willingham Burns in 10. Salas Aldrich in 11. Malachi Smith and Greg Boyd. They'll round out your full field of 24 drivers. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the one to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. The initial start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Donald Ingram in the 14 car. We do have one to go. Let's tighten it up. Donald Ingram in the 14 car had a great heat race, as did the 12 of Berry outside of Ingram. Tighten it up, tighten it up. Green flag is out. 14 down low, 12 up high. Looks like the 5 of Salas. Venom Racing going to take it 3 wide. Coming off of turn 2, that was tight. 14 slides up. Back it down. Caution is out. My goodness, we had a mess in the back. It's like the 00 and the 12, the 97 of Butch Baker's involved. The 514 of Nathan Aldridge is involved. We didn't want to see that caution come out that quick, but nonetheless, here we are. First 2 cautions will have a double file restart. Leader, the last tire at the exit of turn 4 is your go point. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. Pace truck is exiting. Kind of a messy restart there. Looks like the 12 car trying to thread the needle, and he will. The youngster out of Mass Mafia stable. Oh my goodness, we had something going on up front for sure. LaFawn just gets bumped by somebody, comes back on the track, does not make contact. What a restart that was. All right, drivers, let's settle in. Let's get some green laps underneath us. We got 25 laps to get this done. Let's settle in. Great start by the 12 last time by. Ingram in the 14 machine out of Georgia. Lights are back on the pace truck. This will be our last double file restart. Tighten it up front. Tighten it up. Looking good. Race hard, race clean. Let's get some green laps in, fellas. Once again, Donald Ingram will bring us to the green flag. The 12 car of Barry to his outside. Good start by the 12. Will he slide, or by the 14, he will slide up and get in front of the 12 car. Isaac Salas in the 5 machine down low. Salas thought about a slide job. Gavin Chatham up on the outside in the 24 machine. Your points leader, Chris Cox, currently running in the 5th position in the 515 machine. Salas still trying that bottom side. Back it down. Malachi Smith gets into LaFawn. Not sure what happened there. Let's see if we can't figure it out. The 13 looks like the accordion effect. 13 gets into the 514, collects a 97 and the 21 machine. Still Don Lingram. We are working lap 5 of 25. Let's go. Tighten it up. If you're in the back, let's tighten up the back. Let's go. Hustle. Short track things happen quick. Looks like everyone is back in line. Lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck will exit this time by. Isaac Salas moves up to P2 in front of the 12 of Barry, followed by Chatham and Chris Cox. Great jump by the 14 car. Ingram out to a little bit of a lead over the 5 of Salas. Chris Cox, 1 and 2 in the points, running 5th and 6th. 515 of Cox and the 238 of Marjulio. Currently 1-2 in the points. Looks like somebody's diving down. It's the 14 car. Gets up into the fence. Back it down, back it down, back it down. It's like the 11 car, Nightmare Motorsports. LaFawn gets up into somebody there. Couldn't quite clear him on the slider. It's like the lead will go back to Ingram. 5 car of Isaac Salas trying to take over that lead. Working lap 8 of 25. Lights are still on. All right, drivers, let's settle in. We are getting ready to go green. The restart belongs to Georgia driver Donald Ingram, with Salas to his rear. Good start by the 14. Salas goes with him. Hayden Barry currently running P3. Barry dives down low. 12 car. Crossover by the 5. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine to the rear bumper of the 12 car. Anthony Marjulio down low. Trying to get underneath your points leader, Chris Cox in the 515. Brandon Vols behind the 515 in the 22 machine. Dale Glessner in the 17. Looks like the high side is the place to be. Anthony Marjulio in the 238 is going to move back to, let's see where he's at, 8th position. So the bottom, not the place to be early. Up front, Isaac Salas on the rear of the 14 car. See what the 5 car Venom Racing's Isaac Salas sees. That is your leader in front of us. Salas dives down low. Slide job. Backing down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened there. Looks like that might have been your front runner. Salas cuts the slider a little tight. Comes up into the 14 car. Ingram back to, looks like around P11. Just nowhere for Ingram to go there. Isaac Salas, Venom Racing up to the point there after making contact with Ingram. Gavin Chatham up to P2 in the 24 machine. Your points leader, Chris Cox, running P3. Great start by Salas. Anthony Marjulio on the 238 is not going to give up that bottom. He's going to ride it out down there. Gavin Chatham, Chris Cox, Brandon Voles on the top side. Caden Berry now up to P6. Following Brandon Voles up there, 238 car down low. Isaac Salas leading Gavin Chatham. Chatham now on the 24. Dives down low, can't get the slider to stick. Chris Cox still in P3. Looks like the 238 tried a slider also. And back on his wheels. Thank goodness he won't have to tow. Like the 22 car didn't check up for the 238 there. Marjulio with a quick repair and back in the fight. Isaac Salas up front in the 5 car. We are working lap 18 of 25. Lights are off on the pace truck. All right, let's tighten it up. Tighten it up. Bowles from HODL Racing. Currently up to P4. It's like Caden Berry's under attack from Dale Glessner now. Isaac Salas able to put a little bit of space between himself and second place Chatham. Chris Cox, your points leader, currently running in third. Brandon Voles behind him. Chatham. I don't know what happened to Chatham. Running in second place, he just turns around. Contact off the front bumper of the 515 machine, your points leader. Just slight contact puts the 24 around. All right, drivers, let's settle in. A lot of contact out there that is unnecessary. Settle in. Let's finish up. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field, 5:15. Your points leader, Chris Cox, in P2. Brandon Voles up to P3. Caden Berry, 4. Dale Glessner in P5. We are working lap 21 of 25, so the laps are winding down. 12th car of Berry tries the low side, can't make it stick. 22 makes contact with the 17. Cars bouncing off of each other. Just a mess in the back of the field. Working lap 23 of 25. Lights are still on the pace truck. Salas, Cox, Berry are in current podium positions. Donald Ingram in the 14 cars back up to P4. Gonna have quite a few drivers not happy with each other.
Green flag, green flag.
Chris Cox trying to battle Salas for P1. It's like the high side is the place to be right now. In lap 24 of 25. Coming to 1 to go. Salas putting a little gap between himself and Cox. Caden Berry in the 12th car, glued to the rear bumper of the 515. Donald Ingram falling off the pace a little bit. Anthony Marjulio with the recovery in the 238 machine. Up front, he throws a slider, can't make it stick. Cox with the crossover. Salas, Cox, Berry, Ingram, Willingham. Top 3 start finish line. Top 3 start finish line, please. All right, fellas, don't forget your interviews. We will get a word with your podium finishers. Not a great race. We had quite a bit of contact in there. We will get a word with third place finisher, Mass Mafia driver Caden Berry. Caden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yep.
Hey, man, good run. So you stayed up front, tried to throw a few sliders there. How'd the track change? I'm not sure it changed a whole lot with all the cautions in the back, but how did it feel from the seat?
Not too bad. It was pretty normal Lima Land that I usually run. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but feel pretty good from going back to 13th to back up to third, almost second. So yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, man, up 4 positions, or it has you up 1 position, but nonetheless, great run by the 12 car. Do you think you could have got by the 515? You were running behind the points leader, Chris Cox. You're currently sitting third in the points, so not a bad points race, but you might have made up some points on your teammate there as Marjulio finished back in 6th position. Do you think you had anything for the 515 if it would have went a little longer?
Yeah, I think maybe 1 more lap or 2 more laps. I think I could have had him there.
All right, great run by you, my friend. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank my sponsors, Zeus Motorworks, ZMAX, Turnman Graphics, and Adams Auto Care. I want to thank my mom and dad, my nana and grandpa, my aunt, Joey and my uncle Titty. I mean, my aunt Titty. Sorry. I want to thank all of them. I want to thank Todd. I want to thank Anthony Marvilio. I want to thank Uncle John and my aunt Molly and all them guys and CC Tunk, and also want to thank Grammy out there for watching.
Yeah, man. Great run by you. We're going to see you in the 305s.
Yep.
All right, man. Good luck. Hopefully we talk to you again tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Chris Cox, your points leader, moves up 4 positions from his starting position. Chris, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, I got you, good sir.
Hey, great run, man. So it looks like you did great. Any points again? We are in week 8. Looks like you extended your points lead there a little bit. How was your night, man?
It was pretty good. Just dealing with the one line on the track. Just otherwise, the only bad thing I had was kind of dirtied up the guy that was running second there. Didn't really mean to. I didn't expect him to be as sideways as he was when I got in the back of him.
Yeah, racing deals, right? We had cautions all over the place. But great run by you. Do you think you could have got by the 5?
Maybe with a couple more laps, yeah. But otherwise, I was struggling. I had my front end knocked out pretty good. Way early in the race. So.
Well, you pretty darn well with a front end knocked out of whack. So you extended your points lead a little bit. Great job by you, my friend. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your run?
I'd like to thank the Ingram brothers that was in there racing. You guys for streaming. My viewers and mom and dad.
Right on. You gonna race the sprint cars?
I will not. I will be getting off and watch TV.
That a boy. Great run by you. Another solid night. Congratulations on your podium.
Thank you.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a good night.
You also. We will get a word with the winner of the race, Isaac Salas in the Venom Racing number 5 car. Isaac, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Great run, man. You got to the point there. You moved up 2 positions. How'd the track change? You love the high side. Did the high side change?
I guess the only thing about the high side that truly changed was the amount of grip that was available to you to use. In the beginning, the bottom actually kind of held its own, which I was kind of surprised about because I was nervous about starting on the bottom, so I had to try to make it work, and I think I got past Caden, and a timely caution came out, so that's how that all went down. But once I could finally get to my my sweet spot, it was nice to be up there.
Yeah, man. So we got a new member in Friday Night Lights. You want to give him a shout out?
Definitely I do. My younger brother is actually finally getting to come race a few races, try his hand. It sucks that it is Lima Land because I know that Lima Land is one of those tracks where, there are quite a few wrecks, no matter if you're on official, hosted, leagues, et cetera, et cetera. So it's one of those, it's always gonna be one of those races where you're gonna have to probably take a few hits, get a little battered, but I'm excited for him to be here.
Yeah, man, it's great to have another. Is he going to join Venom Racing? I imagine.
He already is. He already signed the contract. He owes me $5 for every race. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go, man. That's good stuff. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your win?
Obviously, we'll start with you for the broadcast. And the league that you run. I know that sometimes we have these rough races and it makes it, not a whole lot of fun, but you really do put on a good program, and I hope people can see that. Obviously those guys over at Venom, God, those guys are so much fun. I don't know. Those guys just make it so much fun. And have my brother come join now, it's a lot of fun. I don't know. I can't even put it in words anymore. I try, but I don't know what to even say about him to hype him up anymore. Brian Lawson with Magnum Race Designs. I think we're gonna get him set up with Mason for some new Venom paints. Maybe I'll try my hand with one of his as well. And then all the fans and everyone that come and watch, it'll make it a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. You running the 305s?
Yes, sir. We'll see how the other Solace brother does too.
All right, we'll catch up with you. Great win once again, my friend, and hopefully we talk to you again tonight.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Yes, sir. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is your limited late models. Getting ready to change over to the 305 sprint cars. So we do hope that you stick with us. And we will be right back.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after the first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced. It hits me in the heart more than than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have zero experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is, to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. That just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Yeah, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Welcome back. We are in practice for the 305 sprint cars, getting ready for the nightcap. Looks like we got, we're going to have close to a full field for the feature. We will be going to a driver's meeting. Currently 19 cars in the field. We will be breaking for a driver's meeting here momentarily. All right, drivers, welcome to Friday Night Lights. This is week number 8. We do have just a few penalties for the night. Benjamin Lee, Anthony Vital, Adam Flieger, please do not qualify as you were given heat EOLs. I don't think I have anything else to discuss. Again, we do mute microphones right before qualifying, so if you have something that you would like to say, you got until quarter after the hour, about 3 minutes to let me know. Other than that, race hard, race clean. Have a good night. Yes, in case you missed it, the penalties for tonight: Benjamin Lee, Anthony Vital, Adam Flieger all got heat EOLs. Do not qualify, please. We are advancing to qualifying. Good luck. Welcome to the nightcap. We have advanced to qualifying, as you just heard. We are going to be running 30 laps in the feature for this one. It's like we do have 20 cars in the field, looking for a great end to the night. We will catch the first car that we see come out on the track, and it will be Jeffrey Kemper, the driver out of Oregon in the 181 machine, coast-to-coast racing driver. See how Jeff does on his first lap. $12,176 for Kemper on his first lap. Anthony Marjulio, Andy Patton with 11,781. Anthony Marjulio in the 238 Mass Mafia entry. Currently first in the points, times in with 10th quick so far. Zach Dykstra with us, currently 7th quick with 11,951. Dale Glassner in the 10 car at the top of the board with 11,766. Gavin Chatham betters that, 11,715. Greg Pfeiffer with us in the 32 machine, up second quick with 11,739. Put Pfeiffer at the top of the board with 11,713. Welcome to the show. Billy Roberts in the 99 Gears Unlimited entry. Billy currently 19th quick. Let's see how he does on his second lap. Chisholm Burns with us in the 18 machine, currently 18th quick. We are coming to the end of qualifying. Venom Racing's Butch Baker in the 97 ride, currently up to 18th quick. This will be his second lap. Can the 97 car advance? Up to 16th quick with a 12,124. Chris Pfeiffer at the top of the board in the 32 machine. Driver out of Michigan puts his car on the pole, so he will start from the pole in Heat 1. That wraps up qualifying. We will be going heat racing here momentarily. Again, in the points, Anthony Marjulio, Caden Berry, Randy Shreves, Andy Patton, Nathan Aldrich are your top 5. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Craig Pfeiffer, Andy Patton on the front row. Kevin Davis, Anthony Marjulio in row 2. Dykstra Baker in 3. Chisholm Burns is the 7th and final driver to take to the grid. All right, fellas, welcome to Heat 1. Leader, going to ask you to be 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, tighten it up. Once we get the 1 to go, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. We're going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the feature. The restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean, put on a good show. Good luck. Craig Pfeiffer in the 32 machine will bring us to the green flag. Andy Patton in the 87 Air Force machine on his outside. Andy, owner of A&J Custom Creations, making trophies and lighted signs. If you're in need, get a hold of Andy at A&J Custom Creations. Pace truck is off. Green flag is out. We are underway. Andy Patton on the high side. Pfeiffer down low. Will Pfeiffer slide up? Yes, he will. Gets up on the high side. Now he dives back down low. Andy Patton running. Oh, Marjulio makes contact, or somebody made contact with Marjulio. Zach Dykstra in the 18 machine is the fourth and final transfer driver. Kevin Davis in the 21 riding behind Andy Patton in the 87. Andy Patton on the tail of the 32 machine of Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer running a great heat so far. We are in lap 4 of 8. Go on board with Andy, see what the leader's running. Zach Dykstra still in the fourth and final transfer position. The 97 Venom Racing's Butch Baker trying to close that gap down. We are working lap 6 of 8. Butch is going to get it done. He needs to do it now. Up front, Pfeiffer with a lead over the 87 of Patton. Top 3 spreading out now. Dykstra about to be under attack from the 97. Good run by Butch Baker and the Venom Racing machine. This is the last lap. Up front, Pfeiffer, quick time in qualifying and winner of heat number 1. Pfeiffer, Patton, Davis, Dykstra are your top 4. Heading directly to the feature, although everybody will head to the feature. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, Brandon Voles on the front row. Isaac Salas, Preston Cramner in row 2. Dose and Michael Vital in row number 3. Billy Roberts rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, leader. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Restart is on green. Do not jump to start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading directly to the feature, although everybody will go to the feature. Race hard, race clean, put on a good show. Good luck. Gavin Chatham's been with us all night. Pennsylvania driver in the 24 machine. Got Brandon Voles on his outside, HODL racing entry. Pace truck is off. Like Voles got a little bit of a head start there. Chatham can't get up to the top line. 24 car stays down low, 22 up high. Preston Cramner in the 07 goes down low with your pole sitter, Chatham. Isaac Salas in the 5 car, currently in the 4th and final transfer position. Looks like Chatham is making up some ground. He's able to get up in front of Voles there. Isaac Salas still in the 4th and final position. Michael Vital in the 213 machine trying to get up and battle for that position. Working lap 5 of 8. Like the 07 car's flashing a little bit. Chatham at the point, was able to get his lead back. Now he's separating from the field a little bit. Bowles in second, Cramner in third. Isaac Salas in the 5 machine is your fourth and final transfer driver. We are coming to the checkered flag. Chatham, Bowles, Cramner, Salas, your 4 transfer drivers. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Glessner and Boydell on the front row. Kemper, Berry in row 2. Salas, Aldrich in 3. Jaden Wolf rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to Heat 3. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump to start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the show. Everyone's headed to the show, actually. Race hard, race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. Dale Glessner having a heck of a night. Here he finds himself on the pole of heat number 3 after a solid run in the limited late models. Race truck is off. We are under green. Looks like the 0-1 for a Boydell didn't go there in the beginning. Glessner out to a lead. The 181 of Kemper into P2. Caden Berry currently in the 4th and final transfer position. Greg Boydell in front of him. The Icon Sim Sports entry. Nathan Aldrich in the 514. The first car on the outside looking in. Now Boydell's looking underneath the 181, trying to take away P2 from Kemper. They thought about taking it to Boydell into the side of the 181. Nathan Aldrich now in a transfer position. Jaden Wolf, new to Friday Night Lights. He's trying to move up. We are working lap 5 of 8. Wolf is trying to get by the 514. He had the advantage that time by. Will he be able to stick it? 514 of Aldrich gets a good run off of turn number 4. Up front, Glessner running away with it in the 10 car. Caden Berry in the 12 P2. Boydell P3. Aldrich in a battle for that 4th and final transfer position. That belongs to Jaden Wolf currently. 1 lap to go. Dale Glessner up front. Glessner, my apologies. Caden Berry, Greg Boydell, and Jaden Wolf are your top 4 heading directly to the feature. Three minutes of warm up. We'll go feature racing.
Biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but You really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. That just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear Till Valhalla Project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place our fallen heroes truly live on.
Welcome back. We're getting ready to go feature racing. We got 30 laps tonight here at Lima Land, short track racing. Hoping for a good feature tonight. Feature to the grid, please. Feature to the grid. Pfeiffer Chatham on the front row. Glessner, Patton row 2. Vosbury in 3. Davis Cramner in 4. Boydell Dykstra in row number 5. Salas Wolf in 6. Butch Baker, Michael Vital in 7. Aldrich Burns in 8. Dose, Jeffrey Kemper in 9. Anthony Marjulio, Billy Roberts, and Mason Salas rounds out your field of 21 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. The initial start is on the green flag. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Leader, just like your heat race, I'm going to ask you to be 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. We got 30 laps. Be patient. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Gavin Chatham, Pfeiffer in the 32 machines having a great night. Started on the pole in the 32. 24 Chatham to his outside. Green flag is out. 24 with the advantage at the line. 32 car of Pfeiffer slides up on that outside line. 24 makes contact with somebody. '24 car came down on the 10 car. Bring out our first caution. All right, leader, your go point. Last tire at the exit of turn 4. You can go anytime between there and the green flag. Actually, the middle tire in turn 4. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. Leader, still going to ask you to tighten up to the pace truck. About a half car, 1.5 car length. Lights are off on the pace truck. Craig Pfeiffer with a good jump on the field. 24 car of Chatham. In P2, Andy Patton on his tilt tank with Brandon Voles in P4 currently. So great run up front so far. Sounds like we had somebody into the fence back there. Caden Berry up to P6. Kevin Davis in, or 5th. Kevin Davis in 6th. Pfeiffer up front, 24 car of Chatham. Running that extreme high side. You see your leader, 32, slide up in front. Now he decides. Pfeiffer moves up to that high line. You got Andy Patton in the 87 machine behind Chatham. Top three separate from the field a little bit. Voles in the 22 machine, battling it out with the 12 of Caden Berry. Kevin Davis in the 21 machine. Greg Boydell in the 01. Dykstra in the 18. Looks like it is a freight train at the top. Looks like Jaden Wolf in the 7 machine. A 0-1 for a Boydell in the middle at the exit of turn 4 or turn 2. Holy smokes. Not sure what happened to Greg Boydell. Let's take a look. This gets up into the wall, nowhere to go. Cars just piled into Boydell. Oh my goodness. Jaden Wolf was battling for position right before that incident happened. 32, no change up front. If you're in the back, let's get caught up. Craig Pfeiffer at the point. Pfeiffer gets a doesn't get a start yet. Now he will. 32 car on the loud pedal out front, pulls away from the second place driver, the 24 car of Chatham. Patton staying right in line. 22 car of Voles behind Patton, currently running in P4. Caden Berry in the 5th position. Like somebody got up into the fence there. Not sure what happened. It's like the high side is the place to be. 32 car trying to run a bit of a slider line in 1 and 2. Chatham second. Andy Patton still in third. Patton's about to have company with the 22 car. Brandon Voles is trying to get up there and make something happen. Trying to take over that third and final podium position. Great run off the top side by the 22. 22 makes the pass on Patton, bringing the 12 of Berry with him. Backing down, car in the middle of the turn. Look out. Vital just gets a little bit sideways. The 42, I believe, of Salas could not check up in time. Flag to flag so far, we are working lap 15 of 30. Craig Pfeiffer at the front of the field. Race truck should exit this time by. Looks like that top line's getting super rough. Good start by the 32. Puts a gap between himself and second place Gavin Chatham. Butch Baker up into the wall. Looks like no place for... Looks like Caden Berry was involved. '87 into the wall, nowhere for the cars behind him to go. And it was on from there. All right, fellas, let's settle in. Craig Pfeiffer at the front of the field in the 32 machine. Still got Gavin Chatham on his tail. Another good start by the 32. Craig Pfeiffer out of Michigan. It's a good lead over the 24 of Chatham. Gives himself a little bit of breathing room. Andy Patton now fighting back in the 87 car. Going to give the bottom a go. Back it down. Caution's out. 42 car of Salas gets around. It's bumped by the 97 car. It's back on his wheels. Brand new to Friday Night Lights. Craig Pfeiffer led flag to flag so far. We are working laps 17 of 30. Looks like that top line's getting really rough. Good start by Pfeiffer once again. Hit his marks every time so far tonight. He gets up into the wall. Will that give room for Chatham to get by? That puts your leader down low. Chatham up high in the 24. Good run off of the time. They are wing to wing at the exit of turn 4. No room for the 32 to get back up to the top side yet. Chatham with the advantage on the high line so far. Pfeiffer holding his own on that bottom line. Looks like the bottom line may come in as rough as that top line's getting. Was Chatham at the line? Brandon Voles following Chatham. Those two running the high side. Can the 24 get that lead to stick? Yes, he will this time by it looks. 24 up high. 32 down low. Gavin Chatham to the point. Now the 32 car of Pfeiffer has Voles to worry about. And Caden Berry in the 12 car. Looks like the high side is currently the place to be. Working lap 25 of 30. Great run up front. Andy Patton and Pfeiffer down low. Isaac Salas on the top line coming in the 5-car. Venom Racing driver. Chatham putting some distance between himself and second place. The 22 car of Vols. Hayden Berry in P3. Craig Pfeiffer down low in the 32. Looking lap 27 of 30. Berry makes contact with the 32. Those two make contact, puts the 12 car back in the field. Good long run, fellas. If you're in the back, let's get caught up as quickly as possible, please. That shuffles the field. That puts the 32 back up on that high side in P3. Greg Pfeiffer with your qualifying quick time. Heat 1 win. Led a bunch of laps here in the feature. He's going into the pits, it looks like. That leaves Isaac Salas in P3. Venom Racing number 5 machine. Good start by Chatham, working lap 29 of 30. Andy Patton dives down low. He's going to give that bottom a go. See if he can't make that stick. Chatham, Vols, Salas on the high side. Patton in the 87 Air Force machine trying to get by. This is the last lap. Can Patton get it done? No, sir. Top 3, start finish line. Top 3, start finish line, please. Chatham, Vols, Salas, your top 3. Good ending to the night by the 305 Sprint Car Gang. We will be back next week. We will get a word with your podium finishers shortly after we get this podium picture. Don't forget to go up for interviews. Great run. Gavin Chatham up 1. Salas moves up 8 positions from the start. Waiting for Isaac Salas to get. He is in here. We will get a word. Up 8 positions from the start. The 5-car Venom Racing Isaac Salas puts it back on the podium one more time tonight. Isaac, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Another great run, man. Looks like you're starting to settle into sprint cars.
No, not at all. These things are a whole nother element. I'll leave them to Mason.
It looks like you got a pretty good grasp of them. So how was your run, man? How'd you get through the field? You're up 8 positions from the start. Tell us about your night.
Honestly, it was a night of just surviving my own mistakes and surviving some wrecks. Survival of the fittest, I should say. It was a lot of fun. That high side, obviously I'm gonna run that high side just because I love it up there. I tried the bottom, tried the middle, and still, a comfort thing is gonna put me back up top. Luckily, got a podium on the night, sir.
Yeah, man. Second one of the night. You got anybody you'd like to thank, buddy?
You say anybody to thank?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, your mic cut out.
I'm sorry.
Obviously, those guys over at Venom, I know it probably wasn't some of the results that we wanted. But I know that Mason went up 14 spots. I went up 8. So, you got to take something from it. So that's, always a good part of having that team aspect when you guys can, even through the adversity, have at least some good things to look at. Obviously, you for the broadcast, all the sponsors that support the league, support Venom, support me, um, and then everyone that comes and watches, man. Everyone comes and races, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, love putting it on. Great run by you, my friend. I wish you a great weekend. Keep pumping oil. My diesel prices are still sky high, so stay hard at that. Maybe you ought to do that more than iRacing, so when I run with you, I can get a podium.
I'm trying, sir. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back there tomorrow, so we'll see if I can go pump some oil for you.
All right, man. Have a good weekend, Isaac. Good run.
Yeah, you too, Joe.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Yes, sir. Brandon Voiles comes into the field. He moves up 3 positions from the start. Brandon, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, great run by you. Is this your first week with Friday Night Lights?
It is.
Well, welcome to the show, man. You kicked it off in great fashion. Walk us through your night, man. How did the night go?
I mean, it was normal Lima Land. Just got to keep your nose clean and try to stay out of the slick, and you can move forward.
Yeah, which you did. Tell us a little bit about HODL Racing. What's that all about?
It's a team that me and my buddy have going, Zach Dykstra. It's just our little team we've got.
Where are you guys from, if you don't mind me asking?
He is from Iowa, and I'm from Mississippi.
Well, welcome to the show, man. It looks like you captured your first podium. Are sprint cars your forte, or do you race a little bit of everything?
Sprint cars mainly, but I try to race, whenever I can.
Man, that's awesome. Great show put on you tonight by you tonight. 24 car kind of got away from you there in the last few laps. Do you think you could have reeled them in? That top side looked rough, man.
The top side was very rough. Gavin's a fast guy. I raced with him in another league, and I don't know if I had anything for him tonight. He was pretty dialed in.
Well, great run by you, my friend. Welcome to the show. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your win or your podium?
Yeah, my buddy over at Hodel Racing, ABR Setup Shop, and JS Sim Shots.
Awesome,
and
man.
you for putting on the league.
Yeah, man, love doing it for you. Welcome to the show. Brandon, you put it on the podium. I wish you a great weekend, man, and hope to see you next week.
Thank you, buddy. We'll see you then.
Yes, sir. Gavin Chatham comes in, starts on outside pole. Gavin, this is Joe. You got me?
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Man, that was a good battle early, man.
It was good. I was starting to think to a point where I wasn't going to be able to get around. I'm not sure the 32 car. I believe I didn't think I was going to get around. He's fastening around the top there, and he made a mistake, and I think he got in the wall a little bit and slid to the bottom, and then opened up the hole for the top, and I just kept running my line and was able to get past them.
Yeah, man, we had the camera on. Both of you guys were hitting your marks all night long, almost to a T. Craig Pfeiffer, he actually was the quick time qualifier. Heat one. He was in front of you for a while. He made that one mistake, man, and you were there to capitalize on it. How did the track change?
It definitely, the slick pushed up to the wall there in 1 and 2, and it was really you had to hit it a special way in 1 and 2, especially down there in the last couple of laps. If you were hitting that, there's a little bit of moisture coming off of 2. If you hit that right, it shot you down the backstretch, and I think that was like the key for us being able to pass Craig.
You changed to a slider line, did you not, in 1 and 2? Or no? Am I thinking somebody else?
I think you're thinking. I think Craig switched to the slider line. I stayed atop the whole entire race. Sometimes the last couple laps are a blur, though, Joe, for sure. When you're focusing on trying to win.
Yeah, man, great run by you. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your? Is this your first win with Friday Night Lights?
It is my first win. We came close at Eldora with the 358. Very close second, side by side, coming off fourth. This is the first one, so it feels pretty good. It feels pretty special to get the first one, obviously.
Yeah, man, congratulations. You got anybody you need to thank for your win?
First off, I want to thank you, Joe, and everybody at Friday Night Lights for putting this on for us. It's an awesome thing. It's an awesome 3-car series. Great racing. It's a good time. I want to thank Chatham Motorsports, MSMD, Mike Schick Motorsports Designs, Northeast Outlaw Motorsports, Velocity Race Design for giving us awesome looking cars. Alex Coffey doing fire suits for me and giving me an awesome look in the car. It was a good night, good fun, and thanks to everybody out there running good clean race. Brandon, he was tough. I didn't want to see him there at the end, especially when I had such a lead with 2 to go and that caution came out. But I was definitely there were some heavy hitters in there tonight, and it's a challenging league, and you got to be up on the wheel to win these things for sure.
Yeah, man, we're not an official part of Coast to Coast Racing League, but anytime we can pack a field with Coast to Coast Racing League guys, it usually turns into a super good race, man. So is it Chatham or Chatham?
It's Chatham.
Chatham, I won't get that wrong again, my friend. Great run by you tonight. Your first of many victories in Friday Night Lights, I hope for you. And I wish you a great weekend, man, and hope to see you next week.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Everybody have a great weekend, and excited to keep the momentum rolling and see you guys next Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep,
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 24 car of Gavin Chatham with his first win in Friday Night Lights in the 24 sprint car. Greatly appreciate everybody coming out tonight. We've had a couple of rough weeks of racing. We were at Williams Grove, which is known for being a tough track, and then we switch it up and come here to a short track, which doesn't make it any better. But we appreciate everybody sticking with us. There is relief coming. I haven't looked at the schedule yet, but I'm hoping that there's relief coming. But greatly appreciate everybody for tuning in, and always keep in mind the importance of what we're doing. It's to bring awareness to those issues that veterans are facing. So although the racing is amazing, I would quit all this tomorrow just to save one veteran life. So greatly appreciate everybody tuning in, and we hope to see you next time. And I wish you a great weekend, and please send us a message if you have any suggestions. We have 100% accept all suggestions. So have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with 1 combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. you have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. You know, we first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, you know, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. You know, there's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. I mean, we've seen 4 eagle rays at once. I mean, just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.